Kia ora and hello to everyone watching on the vertical stream and the horizontal stream. Thank you all for joining. Hello Rocket, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. And we had another map drop today, so I thought we'd have another map discovery tour. This one is Lipinki. It's a small Polish map. So I thought it'd be good to have a look at it. So I want to try something here. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try bringing up the actual web page. And we'll see how this goes. Yes, I've had a fantastic day. We completed a large project and we were well ahead of schedule, so everyone was happy. Right, yes, I probably did mute myself because I didn't put the mic on there. So just reading through it quickly again, 66 fields, 75 areas, biogas plants, sawmill, collection points, gas station, several places of production, including a carpenter's, spinning mill and dairy. There's traffic, several forest areas, missions, including wood transport, destroying stones and removing dry trees, varied terrain, autumn and winter details such as snowmen and mounds of leaves, collectibles, and many more. Have fun. So it's a collaboration between Greeniak and Faevrey. I hope I haven't mispronounced their names too badly. The size is only 196.9 megabytes, which is pretty amazing. So when you look at the map, you'll understand why I said that. The platform is PC, Mac, PS5, and Xbox. So it's all platform. No required mods. So it's a nice little map. So let's get this game screen back up there so you're not looking at a black screen all the time. So we'll kick in. Now I have had a quick run around, but this is really the first time I've actually had a really good look at it. So this is where you start spawning from. So, you know, it's a good place to start a storyline. You've been dropped off at the bus stop, and you're going to go and start on a new farm, possibly meeting your grandpa Walter or something, and taking over the family farm. The farm location, okay, so you're at the bus stop there, and the farm is just down that road there, and you've got a nice little pond and quite a few fields to start off with. So it's a smallish map. There are some larger fields. 13.2 hectares, that's 600,000, give or take. But you do have the smaller, the Polish, sort of the longer fields. That's only 38,000, and 12,000 for that one, 0.28 of a hectare, so not a big field. But the map is absolutely stunning. It's a smaller map, but it's not too small. So they say there are collectibles. I haven't had a chance to find any, so I'm not too sure what they are. We may see some as we wander around. But the detail in it is just, the trees, the lighting is quite good. It's not too dark for me. The shadows aren't too dark, so I'm liking the lighting. And that's one of our fields here that we start off in new farmer mode. So it is a Polish map. They have brought back the stalks, so we've got the stalks from Zielonka. Traffic around the place, pedestrians. So I think that must be the animal dealer. So yep, we're quite close to the animal dealer. Let's see if they've got real animals in there. They have. They've got pigs and chickens. No collision on the food trough, but that's alright, made it easy to get in. And in here we've got a bit of a storage shed, so lots of little details around, lots of bric-a-brac. Nice little pond there to grab water from if you need to. So definitely kind of map you'd use smaller machinery on. So this is the main farm up here. You have a bit of storage. You also have a cow shed. I think this is a cow shed. I'll just double check. Let's have a look. Ah, sorry, pig pen. There we go. So we could start having pigs. And we start off with a reasonable amount of equipment. The older Deutschfahr, fairly high horsepower. Smaller John Deere. 3 meter seeder and cultivator. But for the fields that you've got, 3 meter is not too big a ask. Okay, so we've got another cultivator there. And a standard plough. I think we all know the plough would be changed out for something else. Small baler. And a smaller tractor. So it's definitely the smaller equipment. But it definitely has some nice details to it. So I might hop on the bike. So let's have a look at the map and try and figure out how we want to go. So I think we'll nip round past the combine harvester. So the forestry areas are quite good. They've got a lot of the harvestable trees in them, so you know, you don't have to worry about having awkward trees that you have trouble chopping up into pieces. So I do like that. And the other thing, I'm sure you guys all know by now what my little hang up is. I love that. I just love the way the map continues on into the distance. The curve on the road is a nice way to bring the traffic into view, and to me that's what an edge of the map should look like, minus the motorbike holding up traffic. So I'm just going to go and go into general settings, game settings, here we go. And turn off automatic engine. So you look there, you can see the terrain is undulating, so it's not a flat map. It's got a bit of interesting detail in it. Do have horses there. And just up here we have, and like I say, you're discovering this at the same time I am, so that will be your shop and dealership. And looks like the horses are part of the animal dealer, so yeah, I see we've got the cows and that sort of thing. So we missed those last time we were there. So there's quite a bit of detail, you know. It's a nice touch. It's a good sized village. You feel like you're got a bit of life around you. The cars parked, you know, washing on the line, lawnmower, barbecue, notice board. So, not sure if this is a sell point. Yes, it is. Local store. And looks like there is another farm up there and a bakery. Okay, so that looks like your bakery there. So he's used custom buildings, or they've used custom buildings, which is a nice touch. And looks like you've got a cow farm up here as well. So a little farm. Decorative bales by the looks of it. But possibly a bale sell point there. Let's have a look. So there's quite a lot of detail, and for the size of the map, 200 megabytes, I think they've done really well. And no required mods. That's always got to be a plus, I reckon. So we do have our stalks. We've got our petrol station here. A bit of detail in there, so it does look good. And then you've got your sawmill here by the looks of it. Complete with Noah. And like I say, there's a lot of harvestable trees, so yeah, it's something that you can do some forestry straight away. And this looks like a grain mill. Grain elevator, so it'll be a place to sell your grain. Now we are nearly at the edge of the map again, and I like the way they've sort of used the hill just to have the cars go up and over. That to me is how a map in FS25 should look on the edges. I think obviously they're using less of the map, so they have a bit more room to use for that. Along here they have gone for sort of like a flat panel of tree drawings, but they have hidden it quite well. What map isn't complete without a floating tree? That's compulsory nowadays. We've got to have a floating tree. Yeah, when you're putting down hundreds of trees, it's so easy to miss a tree. So I am forgiving on floating trees. But yeah, if you're in the field, you're harvesting the field, that edge of the map doesn't look too out of place. So I think it's well done on that. Road details good. You know, you've got pavement cracking a little bit. It's a worn road. It's not a brand new tar sealed road, so it's good from that point of view. So you're looking at the edge of the map there again. It doesn't look too out of place. Now I have to admit, when I first saw small Polish map, I was going, oh yay, a small Polish map. But when I went on to it, that was sort of like, I'm liking it more and more. It's small in size, but got a lot of detail in it. And I wouldn't call it a tiny map. It is reasonably big. Okay, so not sure what this place is. Check it out. So it's a local carpenter, so that'll be a place to drop off the wood from the sawmill and pick up things like furniture and that sort of thing. So you can make furniture from planks long, or you can deliver the wood directly to here as well. So fairly standard. Local bakery, it's standard stuff: bread with flour, bread with rice flour, cake with flour, and cake with rice flour. That requires bottled milk, strawberries, eggs, butter, and that sort of thing. So fairly standard in the production side of things. And it looks like they've updated the finance mod so it doesn't go into the crash loop. So I'm hoping, I have that mod activated now, so I'm hoping it won't crash the map. So every time we had a crash before, it was nothing to do with the map, it was the mod. So I just thought I'd let everyone know that, in case it came across that there might have been a problem with the map. There was definitely a mod issue that they have fixed, so I'm happy about that. I quite like the idea of that mod, being able to buy a tractor on a repayment plan. So it looks like we have a biogas up ahead. So that's our shop, sell point. Just thought I'd ruin it for everyone and see if I can find a collectible, just to get an idea of what the collectible is. No, can't find the collectible. So we've got another small farm there. Some beehives. So it's a local spinnery there. So it looks like you can't buy the edges of the map, you can only buy fields. So you can buy a biogas plant, but you can't buy the land around, which can make it difficult to put in, you know, placeables that you may want to put in. So just bear that in mind. So that'll be where you put your cotton and your wool by the looks of it. So it certainly looks like a cottage industry. It doesn't look like a big industrial spinnery there. And I think that's part of the charm, is their cottage industries that as a local farmer you're able to supply the goods to. So we have here the biogas plant. So you can buy this land and you can obviously then put placeables on it. But to, I guess, expand other bits and put in you know, productions and that sort of thing, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of the spare land like that. So I guess you're going to have to do more of sort of like maybe bioforestry and clear it, and then you can possibly set up That's interesting. He's got a circle in there. I'm tempted to just see if that is something special. Okay, looks like a special tree. Unfortunately, I can't read Polish. So I'm not too sure what that means. So I might look up, see if I can find a translation for that later on, and I may put that into my Discord server. Just so I translate so you don't have to. So that was there, so I guess I've circled that off. Yes, I think I did. I can't quite recall the map at the moment. But I know I did play a very good Polish map, and I think it may have been that one. So this will be your dairy. So we'll lease this, and that will do buffalo milk, buffalo mozzarella, butter from buffalo milk, butter from goat milk, butter from milk, cheese, chocolate, goat milk, goat cheese, and milk bottled. So there's nothing special about the productions on this, but they're unique buildings. They're not reused giant buildings, so I think that's a nice touch. Yeah, the map is its own map. I think they've done really well from that point of view. And what do we got down here? We've got that's our farm. So I think it is a smaller map, definitely. We've missed that one, so we'll nip up to there. So as you can see, the hills are definitely, the terrain is definitely rolling. It's not flat, it's got a bit of life to it. Okay, so this looks like a greenhouse area. Not sure if you can buy this or not. No, so that must be a sell point. So yeah, things like farm and that you can sell at the farm, the grain elevator. Grapes can go to the local store. Green beans, farm, large farm. So we don't have any productions with regards to red beet or anything like that. We don't have a cannery. That's interesting. Warehouse. I don't remember seeing that. So it looks like we've got a greenhouse area, but doesn't look like we can buy the greenhouses to be able to utilize the greenhouses. So you'd have to place your own greenhouses in. Remember kids, don't ride your motorbike like I do. You will get hurt. Okay, so that's a warehouse. So this will be where you can buy all the basic items from the game. So it seems to be pretty standard now. Yeah, so you've tweaked my interest. I'm gonna have to see what that map is. Let's see if I can find it in Mod Hub. Yes, I remember that map. Yes, that was a very good map. That would be a good map to have on FS25, definitely. This will be the spawn point for the vehicles as well. So it's definitely a good small equipment map. But I think it's been well executed. The details are really great in it. The town looks like it's got a bit of life in it. Yeah, you've got a good starting story. Dropped off at the bus stop, you walk down to the farm. And your granddad even brought you a motorbike. How about that? So the animal dealer looks part of it. It doesn't look out of place. It sort of has that small Polish rural feel to it. There are some building from Zielonka, obviously, but they haven't overused them. They've used them in the right context. And we have our grandpa there. So overall, I do like this map. Will I be playing it? I hope to. We're just being absolutely bombarded with fantastic maps. That it's hard to have a gameplay on all of them or any of them. So yeah. How do I rate this? Bearing in mind that it is a smaller map, file size is fantastic. The not having to download mod packs is fantastic. The edges of the map are well thought out and executed. I would probably rate this based on those criteria as a 5. I would probably give this a 5 because of how well they've executed things. So didn't take us long to do the map tour. So what I might do is I might end the stream and I'll create another stream straight away, and we'll go back into our Cheeky Badger map and do some more work on there. So thank you all for joining this map tour. I hope you found it informative. If you've liked it, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Feel free to share it with your friends. Thank you for joining, and I will be back very shortly, going back to Cheeky Badger, and we'll continue on with that. So until I see you again, bye. Good morning, Klaus. I'm just about to end the stream and I'll start a Cheeky Badger stream very, very shortly. So I'll be back shortly, mate.